Jake signs a 30-year mortgage. Marcus rents the same month. Same city. Same year. Two guys, two choices. Jake thinks Marcus is wasting money on rent. Marcus thinks Jake is drowning in debt. Here's the uncomfortable truth, they're both wrong. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly why. Let's set the stakes. Jake and Marcus are identical on paper. Both earn $65,000 a year. Both saved $40,000. Same stage of life. Same city. The only difference is what they did next. Jake goes all in. He puts that $40,000 down on a $280,000 home. Feels responsible. Feels like the adult move. His parents are proud. His monthly mortgage payment? $1,597. He writes that check every single month for the next 30 years. Seems manageable. But that number is hiding something. Marcus keeps renting at $1,400 a month. Takes his $40,000 and invests it in a low-cost index fund. He invests the $197 monthly difference too. His friends think he's being irresponsible. They say he's throwing money away. Every family dinner, someone brings it up. You really should just buy. Marcus smiles and says nothing. Meanwhile, Jake has something Marcus doesn't. A deed with his name on it. A yard. A mailbox. Ownership. Something you can touch, something that's actually his. But here's what Jake doesn't talk about at dinner. He borrowed $240,000. Over 30 years at a standard rate, he will pay back $575,000. That's not a typo. He pays back more than twice what he borrowed. In month 1 of his $1,597 payment, $1,400 goes straight to the bank as interest. Only $197 actually reduces what he owes. He's essentially renting money from the bank and calling it ownership. By the end of year 1, Jake has paid nearly $20,000. His debt has dropped by $3,500. The math is brutal when you actually look at it. Marcus, end of year 1, his portfolio is sitting at around $47,000. He hasn't touched it. He's just let it grow. No drama. No stress calls to a contractor. Now let's talk about what Jake's $1,597 doesn't include. Property taxes on a $280,000 home, roughly $3,500 to $5,000 every year. That's up to $417 a month on top of the mortgage. Homeowner's insurance. Add another $150 to $200 per month. The costs keep stacking. Every month, quietly, automatically. Jake put down 14%, not the magic 20% threshold. So the bank charges him PMI, private mortgage insurance. It protects the bank, not Jake. That PMI costs him between $10,000 and $16,000 before he crosses the 20% equity line. Money handed to the bank. For the bank's protection. And then there's maintenance. Roofs. Plumbing. HVAC. Water heaters. At 1% of home value per year, which is the standard rule, Jake spends roughly $84,000 maintaining the home over 30 years. So that $1,597 payment. The real monthly cost of owning that home is closer to $2,408. The advertised number and the real number are $811 apart. Every single month. Marcus isn't immune to rising costs either. His rent starts at $1,400. With a standard 3% annual increase, by year 30 he's paying around $3,400 a month. Renting has its own long game. But Marcus has something Jake doesn't. Mobility. Year 5, a job opens in Austin, Marcus takes it. He calls his landlord, gives notice, and leaves. Jake can't move without selling an asset. Year 10 check-in. Jake's equity is roughly $209,000. He's paid approximately $230,000 total to get there. The gap between what he's built and what he spent is smaller than most people imagine. Marcus at year 10, portfolio sitting at $215,000 to $225,000. He spent $168,000 in rent. His net position is quietly, consistently competitive with Jake's. In year 7, Marcus took a job that paid $18,000 more per year. He moved cities for it. Jake stayed. Not because he didn't want the job. Because the house made leaving complicated. Geographic flexibility has real dollar value. Year 20. Jake's home is now worth approximately $615,000. His remaining mortgage balance is around $155,000. The equity is real. The wealth is real. It took 20 years to get here. Marcus at year 20, portfolio between $480,000 and $510,000. Compounding is doing the heavy lifting now. Every year accelerates faster than the last. Year 30. Jake drops his final envelope in the mailbox. Payment 360 of 360. He owns the house. Fully. No more mortgage. It's a genuinely powerful moment. But add it all up, mortgage payments, taxes, insurance, PMI, maintenance. Jake's total outlay over 30 years lands somewhere between $720,000 and $800,000. For a house he bought for $280,000. Marcus at year 30, portfolio approximately $1,050,000 to $1,150,000. He never owned a home. He also never spent $800,000 to live in one. The compounding worked exactly as designed. Here's where Jake's defenders are right. Every mortgage payment built equity automatically. Jake never had to think about it. He never had to be disciplined. The payment enforced the savings. That matters more than people admit. And leverage. Jake used $40,000 to control a $280,000 asset. When that asset doubled, his return wasn't based on $40,000, it was based on $280,000. Leverage multiplied his outcome in a way Marcus index funds simply couldn't. And when Jake sells, the first $250,000 in capital gains is completely tax-free for a single filer. Marcus pays capital gains tax on every dollar of profit. The tax code is structurally designed to reward homeownership. So what's the actual trap here? It's not buying. It's not renting. The trap is making a 30-year financial decision based on a monthly payment, without ever asking what the total actually is. The salesman shows you $1,597. The real number is on the document nobody reads. The next time someone tells you what your monthly payment will be, stop them. Ask one question. What's the total? Because the monthly number is marketing. The total number is the truth. And now you know how to read it.